welcome, welcome. Regular. Camera's dirty, hold on. That's better. I gotta grab something. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You ready to do this? Let's do this. Hi. Oh, you know what I did today? I cleaned my car. I went to have it cleaned. Yeah. Look at, you remember? Cherry bomb. My car's so clean. I'm talking the amount of bird shit that was on my car. Okay. I think there's still a little piece somewhere. I noticed it when I was vacuuming. I don't want to go in the dirt. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Sorry. I gotta go help her. God, there's just shit everywhere. There's a big bee in here. Let's get him out. Big bee. So let's get him out. I'll get this on. Whew, dusty. Colony. All right, I'm back. Look at new chair. Because the officially broke. Guys, I love this dress. I just got it back. Ashley had it. I had no idea where it was. None at all. She's, you want your dress back? Yep. I want my dress back. All right. Brighten you up a little bit. Whew. It's gonna be like 90 degrees here, and just, so I'm not too happy about that at all. How is everyone? I'm gonna smoke a cigarette real quick. I don't know how long I'm gonna last out here. It's already getting freaking humid. Yeah, it's, I don't like 90 unless I'm like at the beach. You know what I mean, jelly beans? I really don't. Good morning. Did you guys have an awesome weekend? Did you guys have a good weekend? I hope so. I hope so. Good? Good. You know what I'm super excited about? And you know me, I normally don't get my eyebrows waxed like that. My eyebrows get so itchy when they grow in. I'm like fiending to get my eyebrows waxed. I know it's crazy. Well, maybe it's not crazy. I'm sure for those who don't like, I'm sure for those who actually do that, you've probably been going nuts. I'm sure you've found a way. You've probably been tweezing them anyway. You listen to all the Patreon videos this morning? Oh yeah, Patreon's up. The videos are up. I was so busy last night that I forgot to tell you guys. And there's going to be an extended on this read on that too. When I get to it. It won't be today. I got to get Lonnie's car in the shop around 2. And then I got plans later. So probably tomorrow. It's gonna be a busy week on Patreon too, because I'm gonna start the relationship one this week too. So it's gonna be busy. Oh my god, I'm dying already. Dying already. I'm not usually one that complains about the heat at all. So because of what came out on Patreon for the week, okay, I kind of have an idea. I will say it's kind of back to basics. We are back to the whole back to basics type situation, okay? So, simple. I tried to keep them as short as sweet, and it was hard for me. I know next week I'll probably go into a lot more detail, but this week there's so much going on that the way I present things and the way I want to talk about things needs to be more simple than complex. You know what I mean? So we're going to do the 3 weeks like we did with the full moon, because that was fun, and it gives us, we can go back and watch. And I really feel like that energy all played itself out. And I will tell you, you know, with these 5 planets in retrograde, it's like, fucking A, you know? So I feel like I don't even know how to explain it. I just know with all these planets in retrograde, it's a lot, and it needs to be kept simple. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Also, last year, okay, I did a video, Green Eye, Blue Eye. A lot of you that have been with me for years will definitely remember. And it was last summer. I don't remember when last summer, but it was last summer. And for some reason, that has a lot to do with what's going on now. Okay? And I've been watching some of Natty's videos, and I don't like my phone ring. I don't like to go forward that far. And I heard her say in one of her videos, you know, how energy resonates and it can go a year, 6 months, all that back. Yeah, we've all experienced that, right? But the green eye, blue eye thing is back. I'd like to actually go back and watch it myself. I don't know when I'm gonna have time to do that, but also the green eye, blue eye thing, right? It's definitely green eye, blue eye, but if it's not like a green eye, blue eye thing, it has everything to do with your heart chakra and your throat chakra. I don't remember what it's titled, to be honest with you. I mean, it was almost a year ago. I want to say this. I wrote something among green eye, blue eye in one of the description boxes. There's no way I didn't. I want to say I had to delete one of them because I want to say, remember there was a video where I think I labeled you guys a bunch of fucking horn dogs? Okay. I had to delete that video because I think that's the one I got flagged for. But I know it was like we talked about the green eye, blue eye for like a whole week. But that's literally one of the videos that I got the strike on. That was it, a video from last year. So YouTube's going way back, which is such bullshit with the new policy. You know what I mean? Like, why are you gonna go back that far? Why don't you just go back to when you put up the guidelines and restrictions? You know, but that's not on me. So that is what that is. Oh, my sister got a fan right here. Ooh, look at that. Whew! Not in front of the ashtray court. Fucking hey. Hello. Oh my god, that feels fabulous. Is that too loud for you guys? Can you hear the fan? Is it going to be distracting for you? What a beauty. She's so smart. It's good. Okay. So, I don't know what the deal is with that, but I do remember that's one of the videos that got taken down. It got taken. It got taken. So we're going to try to keep this as simple as we can with this new moon in Gemini. And not to mention, it's like everyone stepped into new. Whether you're accepting it or not, or trying to accept it, or emotionally trying to feel it out. And then on top of that, I'm not gonna lie to you, this is like the first time in fucking history where I'm doing my zodiacs, and each element was different. Like, all water seemed to be going through the same thing. All earth seemed to be going through the same thing. All fire went through the same thing. And then all air is going through the same thing. I think it has a lot. And it's like, I can always pull the shit together and make them mesh. And I really couldn't unless I was meshing with the element. So that's the crazy thing. So I'm sure you guys recognize that. For those who are on Patreon, you were probably like, what the fuck? You know, it's not a bad thing. It's just, I think it's because we have so many planets retrograding. You know, it's basically, Earth has to deal with this right now. Fire has to deal with this. Wind, air, which is wind, has to deal with that. Yada, yada, and so forth. You know what I mean? So, and then mesh them all together. I mean, I know it wasn't a historical thing going on. We've never had 5 planets retrograde like this ever, and there's nothing in the books for us to go off of, right? I don't think that's a big deal at all. I just am like, that's odd, you know? You know me, I can mesh them all together. So basically, what I'll do for you guys is go back to Patreon later and place each element with kind of what's going on. And then I'll let you guys know. Because say the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck comes into play. It doesn't mean you're necessarily dealing with the King of Swords. It doesn't mean you're dealing with an Aquarius or an air sign. You could be dealing with an earth sign that is in the energy of air, because that's right now what they have to experience to push through. This is all energy that needs to push through energy, okay? So I'm going to do week 1 of the Gemini moon, new moon, week 2 and week 3, just like we did with the full moon. I thought it was extremely beneficial for you guys. I don't exactly want that in my face. I feel like I'm going to sneeze like crazy now with the fucking pollen, the amount of pollen that's out here. So I know I want to try to keep this as basic and as simple as I can, and it makes sense, because the more complex, the more we go into it, the more we dig with certain stuff right now, it won't be beneficial for us, because we don't need to get stuck on that energy. So basically, I know what's happening for a lot of people too is, you know, closing old doors for new doors. It's just a matter of how you're going to pursue your future. How are you going to pursue the new? And it makes sense, guys. It's a new moon. We always talk about this, right? You know, new moons always come in with something new. It's a matter of how you pursue it. Are you going to ride it out, or are you going to shut it down? You know, it's like that. So it's really up to you guys. It's a big push through, because it's like, it's a challenge, kind of being on the struggle bus a little bit, kind of, sort of, it's balance. Ooh, which element? There was a lot of balance that was needed for a certain element. It was either earth or fire. Lots of endings, lots of the world card, lots of new chapters, okay? Shutting down old chapters, clearing karma. I mean, years and years of karma. So it's not going to be relatively that easy to just skate through this, you know? So, oh, there's going to be obstacles. If you're on my channel, there's going to be obstacles your whole fucking life. Are you kidding me? But we're going to push through those obstacles. You know what I mean? I don't know why that was on that. Life is not easy for, and life is just, it's just not. You being on a journey, we've had this discussion before. It's like, how many times have we pushed ourselves and, you know, still got hurt, and try to see the good in something and still got hurt, but we pick ourselves back up. Like, umpteen times, you know, it's like someone can tell me, Court, you're so strong and independent. And I know, I get it. But when you need someone to lean on, you know, it's nice to have those weak moments too, you know, where you have someone you can lean on and not always do it yourself. Well, we've done it ourselves for so long, right? So I think this has a lot to do with the newness that's coming in too. So there's going to be boundaries, there's going to be guards, there's going to be a lot of stuff that needs to be worked on. Pushing through, going with the flow, not giving up, because normally we would just be like, fuck this. You know, this seems like work, or this seems like a challenge. Well, what's next during all this retrograde? It's going to be a challenge. There's no question. I just think it's also going to be extremely beneficial. And you're going to push through. We always do, right? So I think another reason why I want to do as simple and back to basics as we can, seeing the bigger picture, seeing what's needed, looking at an outcome differently. You know, a lot of stuff from the past is coming back again, retrograde. You can't avoid it. But it's to push through, you know. If you're going to allow the energy to stay stagnant and not think about your future and not proceed and not have a good outcome, you're not going to be that successful, because you stay in a cycle because you're too afraid to move forward. Oh, this is going too quick, or why are we talking about this, or why yada yada yada. You got to get through all that to get to where you need to be. We have to learn how to take what happened in the past and put it in our present moment, but not bring it into our future. Take what we learned from it, you know, and fucking see you later. So I think the obstacles are not going to be as tough as you think. I think it's just going to be like, oh, here's another one, or things are going so smooth, and then it's like, you're going to get triggered. It can be the littlest thing, and it can be emotional. It can be frustrating. It can be a lot of things. Not everyone's going to see eye to eye, but you're also aligned with the right people right now for the right reasons. Whether you proceed or shut it down, accept what happened, move forward, figure out where you stand. It's that type of energy, okay? So let's do week 1, new moon in Gemini. I don't know the exact dates. I think it happened on the 22nd. We're gonna just start, what is it? Let's say we're gonna start from the new moon until, you know, the end of this week, and then starting Monday, which I believe would be the 1st of June, if I'm not wrong. And then week 3. My mom is the bomb. Mom is the bomb. So let's do this. Let's do this, Brutus. Just thinking of Bruce. I went and got my nails done yesterday. Something he said though I was like, Bruce, what's your real name? You know, and he's like, Tong. And I said, why, you know, it's such a struggle. And, you know, for other cultures, and it's such bullshit, okay? And I understand why you do it, because, so this must be relevant, because people can't really understand your name, or it's just easier, you know, for, you know, certain cultures or Asians, nail salons, Tammy, Tina, Tommy, Bob, you know. But it's like, you're a beautiful person. I absolutely love Bruce. I love that I can go to his house, I hang out with his wife, we have the music going, I'm having a glass of wine. Like, it's like a friendship thing too, right? And it's trust, going into his personal space, and which, you know, so it's like, what's your real name? You know, I want to know your real name. And it sucks that, how can you possibly be your authentic you if right off the rip you're changing your name for other people to make it easier for them? Fuck that. You know what I mean? Like, so you've been wearing a mask your whole fucking life? Like, I don't know. It just kind of hit me yesterday where I was like, there's so much history in a name, you know, and I'm like, why did you choose Bruce? He's like, because I didn't want to be Tommy or something. He's like, but, you know, I gotta shut this off. I'm about to sneeze. I don't want to be Tommy or whatever. I'm like, but you're doing it to satisfy other people. It's to make it easier for other people. Like, I don't know. And then you give your kids names, right? What do? You give them the name from like the culture, or, you know, if you're Asian, Philippine, whatever you are, you give them that birth name, but do you also give them an Americanized name? Like, I don't know. It just seems like a whole lot. Like, right off the rip, you're coming into the world with a struggle, and you shouldn't have to please other people, or so people can pronounce your name right. You know, I don't know. It's tough, guys. I don't. That must be relevant to something. I don't know if it's a cultural thing, or it's like be more of your authentic self type thing. Gemini, the Moon Week one. But just take advantage of, because sentimental energy too, right? Seeing things differently, perspectives, everything that's going on with the damn world. So we're experiencing a lot. So go easy, okay? Little chipmunks are having a blast back there. At the bottom of the deck, why did I say that? Okay, at the bottom of the deck, you got the golden orange dragon. Okay, expand your life and extension. You're definitely ascending. But this is more of the peaceful warrior. Remember who you are, the magnificent, and who you are. And then you have the orange, so you got two orange dragons. But this is the orange gold dragon. I want to make sure it's not a cat. It opens your knowledge. Okay, it's carrying the energy into the future. So kind of what I was saying, all about the future. Remember your magnificence. Remember, let me make sure it's not one of my cats. And that bee is still stuck in here. So, anyhow. All right, so opens your knowledge. All right, well, basically, we're just going to say this energy that we need to use right now is bringing us in the future, was everything I just already said. And a majority of you are going to go through some type of ascension. I mean, we're already ascending, right? Even something new and experiencing something new, it's ascending. It's allowing it to flow. It's being open about talking. You know, I'm talking to people from the past over the weekend and all sorts of stuff. Lots of epiphanies coming in with weeks worth of our own energy, what I've been reading, experiencing. And you're gonna talk about it, or you're gonna block it. Because well, where are you going to get if you block it? And if someone else don't like it, then you know what? They're not meant to be in your life right now. If they can't understand that there's certain stuff that you feel that needs to be said. You know, it doesn't have to be bad stuff. I mean, what if it's just dealing, oh, look at the chipmunks. What if it's just you dealing with your own emotions and somebody doesn't want to handle that? You know, well, sorry. Then I guess I was wrong and I shouldn't have been talking to you. You know, like, I have people say to me all the time, Court, you go so deep. And it's like, I don't feel like I'm going deep. I feel like I'm getting my point across. I feel like I'm getting to what I need to get. And I also think I'm very passionate about things. So when I speak, you will always feel that depth when it comes from me. And you guys know that. That's like, it's a gift, you know? So if somebody can't handle that type of depth, it's not me weighing you down with my depth. It's you adjusting to the depth. It's not, you know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of the deep Scorpio. I love deep. And the Scorpio, it's a lot of the Scorpio in me too. I can't help it. And it's where I get my passion too. Well, I know we all do, but some people don't. Some people are like, it's gonna drive me crazy. Like, but I'm an emotional person. I love emotions. Are you kidding me? Like, how do you proceed in life if you don't have any emotion or passion or desire, whatever it is for you, drive, whatever it is for you to get through? Like, you know, so a lot of people are going to experience that too. You might be too much to handle for someone. Well, someone might ask you to take it down a notch, and it's like, you don't need to take it down a notch. But somebody mentioned something to me over the weekend. I forget exactly what it was, but overthinking. I psychoanalyze everything, okay? But like, definitely necessary in the position I'm in. But I don't think it's stopping me from proceeding by any means. Trying to push through the newness as best as I can without being too heavy. I mean, there's so much heavy stuff that has to do with my newness where I haven't even expressed that. Like, there's just no need to right now. I'm just talking about minor stuff, and it seems to be a lot for someone. But I'm not really worried about it. If you experience the same thing, you shouldn't have to worry about it either. But I might have to change my perspective when it comes to maybe I am thinking too much about something. Maybe it could possibly set me back. But in order to proceed and change your perspective, there is some analyzing that needs to be done. Because it's also beneficial for you. I don't know if necessarily the other person, but you got to be open to what they're saying too. You know, is it too much for them, or something I've never seen and I need to like maybe slow my roll a little bit on overthinking something for too long? Like, analyze it, move forward, figure it out, move forward. What do we all need a fucking journal for this? I feel like we're gonna need a journal. Remember when I talked about this and then I really figured it out, and then something came up 2 weeks later and I did the same thing? Well, if you have the journal, you can go back and realize it's probably a really good idea. You can call it your little journal of psychoanalyzation. Maybe you'll be able to help someone. I don't know. Anywho. I'm really fucking hearing things. So, week 1. It's knowledge. This energy is being carried into your future, so it is important. Week 1, new moon, Gemini, new moon. You got the new moon. You got the new moon. So you guys, it's safe for you to love a heart-to-heart conversation. And that could be with yourself, that could be with a friend, family, a lover, whoever it is. But it's open your heart, receive and give. So it's definitely something destined going on here, and this could be the one. Past life relationship too, but we're not even gonna go there. We're not even gonna go there. So this is very whoa, okay? This is a whoa. This is whoa. I'm not gonna lie to you. Week 1 is whoa. It's not Black Rob whoa, it's whoa. Because asking you to open your heart, you know, it's honestly discuss what you feel for each other. Divine timings work at your place, so something's going down this week, and this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So it's whomever you're dealing with now or somebody who's rolling around. I'll wait until I clarify, but get dry skin right there. This is woe. And this is how I just said to you guys, honestly discuss how you're feeling. All right. And there's stuff I'm not saying everything. All right, but enough. And here it's like open your heart. I can tell you right here, I can get exactly what it's saying. It's like there could be a heart blockage, you know, meaning your chakra, guarding it a little bit. Ma? Guarding it a little bit. But you need to really open up. You need to put your heart into something. So that might be a little bit of a struggle right there. I'm not gonna lie to you, I can feel it. So, and I actually just currently, prior to what we're doing right now, for those who just jumped on, I actually just discussed this. Okay, so I gave you an example. But it's something you should be working on. And there's a good chance whomever this person is meant to be in your life, will probably be in your life for a long time. Whether it's a friend, family, new lover, however it rolls for you. Okay, so you might as well be honest and open. I mean, you might as well be who you are. You know, or somebody has to get to know who you are. And in order for them to really get to know who you are, guys, you can be, I just went through this. It was like an experience I just had the other day. And I know it's relevant. Talking to somebody I've talked to off and on for 20 years, friendship. That's it. But now it's like certain things getting into depth. And this is different from what I was saying before. So I'm just, it is what it is right now with retro. And not in a bad way, but I know that person like I thought I knew him. Because we were always just friends shooting the shit, snapping, going back and forth, or talking, or just bumping into each other, or, you know what I mean? But then it's like all of a sudden, is it, you really don't know this person? Because if you think about it, with my experience, it's been 20 years. 20 years, that's a lot of growth. That's a lot of growing up. Well, it depends on who you're dealing with, right? But evolution, there's so many different things. You really don't know that person. So even if this is a friendship thing, it's like getting to know somebody on a new level, allowing it to happen. Being honest with how you feel or what you see, potential, no potential, friendship, more than friendship. Like, so some of you this could be you, your friends, someone around you, family members that want to talk to you, that type of stuff. You gotta be willing to talk about it, talk about it, talk about it, without getting too much ahead of yourself. Is that a thing? I don't know. But this is a woe week for sure. Heavy, not heavy like that, but like whoa. Okay, so nothing to worry about, nothing to overanalyze. Just as long as you're being who you are and you're being open to the newness of whatever's happening. Say you're even in a relationship, but you know, there's different ideas, different dynamics, you know, not sweeping shit under the bridge, acknowledging it, moving forward, purchasing, buying this, buying that, going in this direction, taking stuff to another level. It could be multiple things, okay? That popped out. It could be a magnitude of things, you know, so just be honest. If you're talking about it with someone, give your opinion, be honest. It's definitely a week. Compassion is needed with this type of energy. I wouldn't say compassion. Well, understanding. Definitely compassion for those who are on Patreon, because you're going to be like, what do you mean, right? But yeah, I don't want to link it to this. This is more understanding energy, understanding your own self, someone else, trying to okay. So Week 1, Gemini new moon is safety to love. So basically, this is the universe. Something here is protected too by ancestors, something. Spirit. This deck does not feel good. Does not feel right yet. So, cutest little chippy. Hi. There we go. Safety to love. So it seems to be the feminine. And look at, she's holding her hands out. Compassion is needed, but the sword is up, right? So, like I said, whether it's the feminine or the masculine, right now it looks to be like the feminine definitely needs to open up her heart. She could be saying a lot of stuff. She could be talking. You know, maybe this is her way of feeling out a situation, or this is your way that you're going to start to try to feel out a situation that's going to enable you to kind of let your guard down a little bit. I think it's like whomever you're dealing with, like, there's something where it's like they could definitely handle it. And I think they think they're more guarded than you are. I think they have no idea that the feminine is more guarded than they are. That the feminine is resisting this more. Like I don't think they understand the depth of what we've been through, what you've been through. They understand the depth of what they've gone through. But if you guys haven't ever talked about it before, you know, for weeks, guys, we've had that Five of Wands coming in, and it's like compete against each other. You know, like who's had the most pain, or who's had the best time, or who has the most fun, or who, you know, like I'm telling you, like don't do that. Everyone has their own things. Maybe right now it's just the feminine that needs to really be more open to the situation versus the masculine. Maybe next week it's the masculine that needs to be more understanding when it comes to the feminine. So maybe it's like she goes first and then he needs to experience things, but you're more willing to experience something because there has to be some type of comfortability level, you know? So let's dig a little deeper. Tell me heart to heart. So this is just a week of being honest and true to yourself, whether it's friends, family, or a lover. Your past, however this may roll for you. A past situation, a past something, family, something, like whatever it is for you, okay? So lay the weight down. It was reversed, so it looks like you're definitely laying the weight down, okay? And it could be something karmic, being Libra with the Queen of Swords. But to me, it's gonna make you feel so much better. So honestly, just whatever you feel, think it. I feel like someone's gonna feel crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you, because if you're coming in as the Queen of Swords, whether you're really that element or not, it's more because you could be coming in as Wands, Earth, Water, right? You're coming in as air, so your guard's still up, you know. So it's going to be hard for you to lay that weight down if you're coming in as an air element right this second, no matter what element you are, because it's mental. She's very analytical, like I said. She analyzes things. She's a wonderful queen. All right, but it's like you got to lay the weight down. Like it's hard because I don't know how new this is. Because you got, this could be the one. You've already met someone, so this is either a friendship or somebody you already know, you're interacting with. However this goes down for you. And it's like, say it is really new. Because this is an unsure card. You're like, do I really talk about what I see? Do I really go there? you know. Tell me divine timing. Divine timing is it's a card of destiny. It can also be looked at as the star, blessings, you know. And then the world, which is beautiful. And it's, again, someone from your past. Okay, so it's letting one door shut, laying the damn weight down, being open, compassionate, lending a hand, being who you are. Like, you're closing that chapter. Like I said, it's like laying the weight down. It could be even karmically, and it's time for something brand new. And it looks like this is a card of being like, oh, I'm kind of unsure. All right, so flow. Talk about what you see. Like, it's time to lay the weight down, or talk about, you know, your pain. There's something here because it says, remember the Three of Hats came out too, and it says you're safe to love. You know, open your heart, and you're like, oh, I don't know if I really want to open my heart. Like, I'll open my mouth and say some things maybe, but like, am I ready for love? Am I ready to feel that? Is it going to be scary? Is it going to be, whether it's work, love, however it is for you? It's that type of energy. So I will say, karmically, okay, it definitely looks like you're laying some karmic shit down. And I love that the world is here, because it's like letting one door, one chapter close. You're not going to repeat the cycles. You're not going to carry somebody else's weight. You're not going to carry your own weight. You know, it's that type of stuff. And if you're going to carry someone else's weight, you're going to carry it together. And you're going to figure out a way to lighten the fucking load. That's for sure. Okay, so it seems like there's a lot going on here. This could be the one. So right now you're coming in. Yeah, I wish I could remember. Seven of Pence. Will you invest? The seeds have been planted. All right, there's an opportunity coming. Somebody wants to. You got a masculine energy here that definitely, you know, wants to invest in something. But it's like, how do I go about this? Patience, for sure. It's the Knight of Pentacles. It's the slowest knight in the deck. Okay, but it's practical, it's reliable, it's sturdy. I'm gonna go grab my piece of paper. Well, I'll do that before week 2, because I want to place these elements for you, because you're coming in as air, and I can't remember. I think fire was. No, see, I need this for you. It's relevant. It's relevant. I couldn't find the piece of paper. I might have tossed it because it came out of my notebook. So I'm gonna pop on real quick. Oh, what the frick is that? Because I'll be, like I said, each zodiac, each element, not zodiac, was relative. Like, what? Okay, hold on. How is everyone? Everybody good? Everybody good? Everybody good? Everybody good? Everybody good. Everybody good. All right. Because you're coming in Libra. And then you got Earth. Videos. No, all of them. No, the ones that are all videos. Not just the uploads. Oh, are you kidding me? They don't, I can't see them like that. I can only see it like that on my phone. Oh, that sucks ass. Son of a bitch. All right. For those who can get onto my platform. Oh. Fucking Courtney. Hello. I can get on myself. Fucking. How do I get to my own videos? How do I get to my own page? Home? I don't even know how to do this. Through this. Okay, so Leo, I have emotional. Okay, so that's just a comment that I haven't even seen yet. How on earth do I get to my videos? New drafts published. Thank you. Okay. Air. Okay. So this is ironic because we talked about this. We have Aquarius. Okay. You overcome these challenges. Libra. A lot. Okay. Gemini. Inspirational week. So a lot. Well, this looks like a lot. Okay. All that weight. A lot. Okay. This is a lot to consider investing in new energy. Somebody new. Okay. Whether it's work or love. It could be work or love for anybody here. Okay, so I'm gonna go one more round, but it's basically speaking of the feminine woman. She's in Libra right now, trying to balance out the weight, the emotion, head over heart. You know, it's that type of energy. You know, do I have patience with it? Because you're ending a cycle. So what's happening, okay, on a whole nother level is everything that you've experienced in the past and past cycles will probably be brought to your attention again for you to clear it. Okay, so you really know what you want. You can really look at something with a different outcome. So let's see what else we get for the Queen of Swords. Let's find out what her best advice is for it's safe for you to love, Queen of Swords. You got the Six of Pence. All right, so basically it's that balance when you give, you receive type energy. Okay, and that's exactly what this card is saying. When you give, you receive. Do I give? How much do I give? You know, if this is kind of like your best advice, if you only given breadcrumbs, make sure you give your all. Maybe it's too much to give your all, or you think it's too much. And then you got the past, the Ten of Cups with a new offer. So you got a new offer from your past or something coming towards you that can really bring happiness. It's just a matter of you have to stay balanced. You have to, the reciprocity is needed with whatever situation you're going on. So if they're giving, you need to give. Okay? If you have to have patience. If something, to me, the Seven of Coins is patience, but it's already like the seeds have already been planted. There's something already there. It's time to invest. Stop questioning where you're investing your time. The only time you need to question where you're investing your time if something doesn't feel right. Okay, so this is all about using your soul too, which I think is like, oh, really? You know, if you're dealing with a straight up fucking jackass and a clown and a player, fucking see you later. Fucking mofo. Don't waste your time, right? But this doesn't look like you're wasting your time. So remember that, okay? Because this looks like it can have a great outcome. It's just it needs time. There needs to be reciprocity. Like, so if they're not giving it, back off. Okay? If they're giving it, you need to give a little bit more. You need to let your guard down a little bit more when it comes to this energy, because they do want something. Okay? It's time for something new here. You notice it's a 10, but the Ace of Cups came in last week. So this is letting go, being honest with what you see, what you think you see, what you feel. Like, it's a whole lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. And that makes total sense. That's why I named it A Lot Is a Lot, because this is a fucking lot. And do you remember like 6 months ago, I was channeling and we were like, a lotta. But I was trying to say it's a lot, but we kept getting the Greek name Alada. So I don't know. That's relevant, but I don't know what I was gonna say about it. Basically, you guys can look it up if you want. I know she's a Greek goddess, or it's a he or a she. I think it's a she. But best advice for this 10 of Wands to me is open up, say what you say what you need to say, or maybe somebody's not saying what they really need to say, or within a week or so, the dynamics are definitely gonna fucking change and shift. That's a given. 10 of Wands. And the Wheel of Fortune, dun 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 dun. All right, so like I said, it's a new cycle. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And with the 5 of Wands, right? So I don't know if it's competitive, if it's work, or you guys are competing. They're fucking nip it in the butt. Nope, no need. Okay. Is there somebody else in the picture? I don't think so. I don't see nothing like that. I think it's you're all up in your head. All right, do I give passion? Do I not? Do I invest? Do I not? Because it's going to take a lot out of the feminine to even consider feeling. Like, you may be a woman that feels everything, empathic, like you love emotions, whatever, but like it's a lot. It's one thing to talk, but it's a whole nother scenario to really open up your heart to whatever situation this is. A whole nother scenario. So it's up to you guys. The wheel is here. If you don't open and put this weight down and honestly discuss how you feel, you're just going to repeat a cycle. The door is not going to close. You're playing with the devil. You're playing with fire. Be realistic about what your wants are. You know, this looks like you're laying the weight down and you're going. So I really wouldn't worry about it. You know, everyone has their ups and downs and their struggles, but it's a whole lot. But if that person can't handle a whole lot, or whether this is work, if they can't handle a whole lot, like if this is work and they're looking at you and there's potential, then you don't got to worry about it. Just honestly be who you are, because that's probably why you got the job anyway. All right. If this is love, I think it's more like, all right, I can talk a lot, but are you really talking about how you feel about the situation? It's like you're talking about how you see something, how you see life, how you can see the possibilities, but are you talking from your heart? Are you really saying, okay, well, yada, yada, yada. All right, tell me about the world. It's going to differ for everyone on what the bigger scenario is. You ask me, it's all about your heart chakra. I saw a sign. It opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. So you got the 10 of Swords. Okay, this is the end in the 5 of Swords. End of feeling stabbed in the back. End of manipulation. End of games. End of narcissism. End of playing fucking victim. Move forward and invest your time elsewhere. This is the end of all this shit. Whoever this person is in your life, person, place, thing, job, basically the universe is saying it's worth it to invest. Talk about it. Talk about it, talk about it, talk about it. I feel like you're talking about it, but I don't feel like you're talking about it. There's something underlined here. So I think you're talking about it, or you're going to start talking about it. But I think you're talking about how, like, past experiences. How about currently? If you're confused, tell the person I'm confused. Or I'm not confused, I see this. I don't know if you think it's whatever is too heavy for someone, but you don't, if this person's meant to be in your life right now, you don't need to worry about if it's too heavy or not. They'll adjust. They have to. You have to be who you are. Just the way you are. 7 of Pentacles, please. And some of you, this is definitely past life situation. Could be kids involved here too with the 6 of Cups and the 10 of Cups. Could be family, and you're like, oh shit. But it could be the masculine that's more worried about that aspect. But it doesn't look like they're gonna stop giving. It's more the feminine energy. I feel like you're gonna have to get in tune with your masculine energy soon, but right now you need to deal with your feminine, whatever that's regarding. And if you're masculine, it's like all this goes for you too. You need to lay the weight down. You need to discuss how you feel, what you see, what you want, what you don't want. Yeah, see, your future's here. This is, your ships are here. Like, this is it. You got to be patient with this energy, because happiness will come from this. Success, celebration will come from whatever this is. Okay? So, I say week 1, there's nothing really negative here. You know, because you're getting rid of the whole, all these 10s for something brand new. The offer already came in. Something already came in. You're probably reevaluating something or something like that. So, whether it was an ending, a new beginning, it doesn't matter. This is fresh. You don't want to repeat a cycle. Because starting week 2, you're really out of the cycle. So this is a lot of wrapping up to do the first week. But it also is going to take you discussing, you know, this really bothers me, or this doesn't bother me, or I see this, or it just seems a whole fucking lot, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. But not in a negative way at all. This is like, you really should invest. There's nothing negative here. I think the woman's just like, do I really want to open up my heart? Do I really want to go there? Even if this is sex, I don't see sex. But you know how like some people can just have sex and not catch feelings? It's, I don't know how you do it, but like even letting your guard down during intimate moments, I don't know how she would let her guard down. But then it's like you can't really experience what needs to be experienced if you can't. There's a whole lot of a lot. That's all I gotta say. Holy shit. Advice. Okay. And you got soulmate. So you got a new soulmate and the other soulmate. Yes, this person is meant to be in your life. This is something that definitely was aligned. There's no question. It's how you proceed. You know, right now it looks like the feminine's like, she's guarded. He wants to go slow. He does want something reliable and practical. He does want the Holy Trinity. He does want the happiness. You know, he is looking at something as potential, a future. He sees it. So the feminine probably does too, but she's more worried, am I gonna get stabbed in the back? Is it worth this? Is it worth it? Let me work. So I think she feels the same way, because she sees an opportunity. Because if this is her saying, okay, it's safe to love, I gotta discuss it. I know there's higher power in play. Like, I know there's something with destiny being played out. I know it's part of my future. Like, she's not naive to it, but it's like, she's not really absorbing it. Like, she's getting it, but she's not really absorbing it. It's probably like, damn, I need more clarity on what this is. You know, it's that type of energy. So let's see what week 2 has in store for us, which I believe is June 1st. Right around that time. Right around that date. Or Tuesday. is June 1st. So I don't know. First week of June, y'all. First week of June, y'all. All right, so, and right there, he was kind of coming in Earth. Well, I want to see a king versus a knight for energy. But I will tell you, Earth, that was my Virgo card. We have stay focused, compassion is needed, change in life. No, that's not that one. Where's my other Earth? Release the past pain, the new is here. So, I remember, oh shit. For those who are on my Patreon, you will know Virgo was all about my men. And that was a Virgo card. Okay, so that's a lot to absorb too. If you guys remember that read, that was like a holy shit read. And compassion was needed. And see my queen coming in as Queen Bee over here. Kind of a little icy, but I'll get through it. Her hand's out too because she also knows compassion is needed. Okay, but there's gonna be a lot of torn feelings, emotions, thoughts when it comes to that too. So thanks for everyone who timestamps 4343. There's a message right there for someone. But if somebody can write this down too, like an hour and 5 minutes for week 2. Yeah, I always gravitate to my own signs too, but you'll understand that read meshes with Virgo right there, because that is a Virgo card. And compassion is needed, and that was the first card out on top of is safe to love. There needs to be, you know, not coddling energy, but not nursing, but you got to be able to see somebody else's point of view too without getting your panties in a bunch, you know. So week 2. God, I feel like I want another cigarette and I don't need one, so I don't know if you're just stressed out, anxiety, because I normally never smoke this much in the morning. There's bees flying around me everywhere right now. It's like, man, they're not even the cute bees. Those are yellow jackets. They're not even the queen bees or the bumblebees. Straight up yellow jackets. No, that's not a yellow jacket. Yeah, that's a yellow jacket. You can get your little away from me. Let me open this side. He's been really stuck in here. So he's probably irritated too. Oh, there's another one over there. There's got to be a nest already. Better than hornets, I guess, right? And they're confused because they all just fucking got hatched, you know? So they're all like, oh, fucking, what am I on, crack? Mushrooms? What am I on? What direction do I fucking fly? What flower do I want? So week 2, Green Dragon helps you tune into the secret of nature, receiving answers and guidance through nature, aligning through divine essence, right? So it's definitely going to be a week of grounding. Oh my God, look at, they're all meshing, just like the other ones did. And then you got the Water Dragon, helps you flow easily around obstacles. Okay, go with the flow. So like I said, week 2, stepping into week 2, going with the flow. That's a lot of water energy, water and earth. So week 2, make sure you try to get outside, grounding, finding that balance. It's more grounding energy. Outside is really good for you, week 2. Especially water. It's like me, earth and water right there. I love it. It's like my serenity, my happy place. Anything that has dirt, water, trees, I'm a happy little duck. So week 2 is flowing. So it's almost like if week 1 you're getting through, you're talking. After that, it could be uncomfortability, could be awkwardness, but don't back out of it. Don't back down. Yes, I'll stand my ground. Okay, so flow. Gotta flow week 2. Week 2, Gemini new moon, week 2. So So yeah, like 1:06, if somebody can timestamp that. Make the effort. Yeah, see, I just said that to you. You gotta put the effort in, okay? Because it's like, I don't know if you guys have an awkward moment or like, do I back out of this because it's getting deep? See, free yourself. All right, so it's time to take control back. Like you gotta push through. You gotta push through and you gotta flow. Codependency. So there's a habit here. Okay, so shit's getting real. You're gonna stop recognizing something. And then you got children. Okay, so a fucking whole lot again. Make an effort. Free yourself. Codependency. Children. This is basically saying it's time to take your life back. You know, put more effort into whatever you're seeing, feeling. You could have children. It's either children or animals. I don't know if you're using your children for an excuse. Oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. My kids come first. We all been down that road. And kids do come first, so it's not really an excuse, right? But it's like, you need to be happy. You need to be happy so your children are happy. Someone could be hiding something from their children too. Someone's got to free themselves from a situation. It's like, okay, so there's something going on from the past because you need to flow here. So there's something, codependency, addiction, there's something. Person plays a thing. You got to take your life back. Whether you have children or not, because your children are going to be affected by your love life. Like, it's affecting your love life right now. Oh, I wouldn't want to hurt him or her or, nah, because at the end of the day, you need to be happy. And if you're bringing the right people around your children, you know, role models versus mofos, you're fine. So it's going to be a little bit of a tougher week, but not anything you can't get through. It's just, you know, you're being guided. You see it, you feel it. So it's time you step in as you, not anybody else, you, your own self. Own up to what you want, what you feel, and realize something needs to be let go of, like finalized in your brain, in your soul. Codependency, you're still hanging on to something. Person, place, a thing. Liquor, drugs, porn, shopping, ice cream, dessert, whatever it is for you. It's like somebody leans on something so they don't have to cope with something. That's gotta stop. That's a given. And it looks like you got someone new in your life, so it's like you can have that support. But this is all about you, week 2. Maybe that's why week 1, somebody really, maybe this is the masculine energy like I was saying, because week 1's really all about the woman. And then the woman kind of gets her stuff together, and then, you know, the man goes through what they need to go through. Whether it's man or female, it doesn't matter, right? But it's like, then it's like this person needs to make an effort and really see something differently. Like a chapter definitely just, it needs to close. Like, you need to look at something differently. There's no question. And then you got retreat at the bottom of the deck, so it's usually you and someone else. Yeah, so you're holding back from a new start, or you think you're gonna hold back, or you think your children are gonna hold you back, or your addiction's holding you back. It's something, but you should really maybe spend the weekend with somebody, go somewhere. This could be the one, romance, feelings. Like there's somebody here. Okay, so to me, it's gonna be a tougher week for some type of energy here because. Thank you. Because this is defining something, and when you define something, and you're ready to take action on something. Changes the dynamics drastically. And look at, okay, so Gemini week 2, make an effort. So it's a guided process. Queen of Wands with the Magician. So somebody either, yeah, see that it's the end of something toxic, but this is either she needs to make more of an effort, or he needs to make more of an effort towards his own passions, desires, that type of stuff. He could be dealing with the Queen of Wands type energy. Tell me, free yourself. This is somebody who needs to take their life back. It's like, so somebody's in the midst of taking their life back, you know, starting fresh. Page of Cups. So it's the masculine that needs to put more effort into the feminine. For sure, there's no question. He's looking right at her, looking right at each other. Hi, babe. So it's the masculine that's having a hard time stepping outside of the gate. Feeling penned up, feeling like they can't have new, feeling like I can't have this, I can't have that. I have children. Why? I don't deserve to be happy. Like, it's something like that. Like, it's got to be a big deal, though, for sure. Tell me codependency. So addictions will affect your romantic love life and children. So you really gotta, yeah, see, it could be drinking. But it's the 5 of Cups, so it's looking at the past pain. You know there's a connection right there because you need to make the effort, but it's like you don't want to see it because there's children linked, there's an addiction that's linked, and it's really freeing yourself from the box. It's really putting yourself out there, and you're like, ah, fuck. So, tell me about children. Or children, animals, something. Family is someone, something, if it's not children. Yeah, see, it's like resting. Well, it's going within, but it's resting too. Like, your children have healed from something, or they're healing, resilient energy. It's like you want to shield and block your children because of something with your past. So with the new connection being here with the 2 of Cups, looking at the 3 of Cups, so you're looking at the past pain, something that didn't go well. You guys could have children. You're trying to block your children from your pain so they don't realize it. But that's not going to help at all. That's going to make the situation worse. You're attracted to a Queen of Wands type energy if you're masculine. Lots of desire, passion. Wanting to really tell her how you feel. But I don't know. Doesn't look like this person has yet. They want to. It could be a drinking thing here. With these cups spilt over. I mean, I wouldn't really look at it as a huge problem right now. We're not getting into that type of stuff. It could just be, you know, holding on to petty stuff. It's like you got a connection right there. You know you do. You're looking right at her. But it's like you don't want your children to know. So I don't know why the children came into the equation. I don't know if you've been dealing with somebody for a long time, but I feel like this is all new, fresh energy. So it's like, it's not about necessarily business or anything like that, but it's also, it's okay if your children see you happy. It's okay if they see you acting differently. It's okay, you know, if there's another connection in your life. It's only going to benefit your children anyway. To see your mom or dad happier or looking at something differently, you know. So, tell me about this Queen of Wands. Yeah, so it's, you have to, I don't know, maybe they feel guilty for opening their feelings, seeing something. A lot of people might get hurt in this situation. That's why everybody gets hurt in a situation. But it's temporarily, it's mental. Oh, I feel like I gotta sneeze again. Hold on. Well, it doesn't help. I'm putting my face right in the fan again. So there might be an argument between you and her. Possibly. But that's because if anything, it's the masculine that's holding back here. So that sucks because here I am telling the feminine to push through and all this. And then week 2 is like the masculine's like, Tell me about the 5 of Swords. Everyone has their days, guys. This doesn't mean to walk away from it. This is somebody realizing they need to free themselves from a situation so they can be, wow, the Devil with the Queen of Wands is a intense, it's like the Lovers, an intense connection right there. So it might worry this person a little bit, like, goddamn, but I really wouldn't worry about it. You know, forgiveness, judgment is being resurrected again. You know, with the King of Wands, this could be something from the past too, with judgment being here, but, you know, being more open. Tell me about the Page of Cups. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, but Ten of Pence. So their best advice. Mom, yeah. It's okay. I'll do it. All right. Well, if she barks, I'll get her. Ten of Pence too. It's freeing yourself from some family dynamic too. So this is somebody who has a family with somebody and children. It's finally, you need to walk away. You need to walk to the unknown. You need to follow your passion, your desires. I know it's hard. I know there's conflicting energy. I get it. Competitive energy, there's stuff, but it's a 10. Free yourself. There's somebody else in the picture. That's where your effort needs to be right now. You need to walk away from the old family dynamic. You need to let it go. Don't let this energy get the best of you. So this is somebody else's personal stuff. It's not even really linked to you unless this reads for you, and then it's vice versa. Right? But this is all masculine energy in every single one of these photos except for the new connection. That's clearly right there, and you see it. But this masculine energy needs to free themselves from a family dynamic. They really need to walk away from it. Like, it's over. It's done. Stop hanging on to it. Obviously, they have children. Tell me about the 5 of Cups. So this is somebody else's battle. Yeah, you got the Lovers. So it's leaving one scenario. It's like you're holding back from whoever this lover is, this new person. You're holding back. You know, staying focused on work, doing whatever you can do. But that's not good. New opportunity. Universe wants you to invest. Okay, so tell me about the 4 of Swords. So this is linked to the children. Someone doesn't want the children to know. And it's like that needs to come to an end. There's a new cycle. It's like Scorpio energy, right? The rise of the Phoenix. Something brand new is here. It's karmic. You know, justice, the death. Goddamn, this is a marriage. I hate to say it like that. Empress, Emperor, justice, the death card, and the 10 of Swords. This is a marriage ending, and somebody has kids. It's gotta let it go. It's time. There's a new lover. There's somebody here. There's a new connection. It's clear as day. That's where the effort needs to be made. I understand there's children. It's bittersweet. You're gonna push through. And Aries had bittersweet, and that's exactly what just came out. Bittersweet energy, but a brand new beginning. So week 1, the woman has to push through. Week 2, the man has to push through. Needs to walk away from the old family dynamic. Obviously, it's not that easy. I don't think this is anybody that still lives together, because it's already over. It's already done. This is somebody leaving a connection. It's already done. Karmically, it's over. That cycle, karmically, a wrap. That's why it's coming in week 2, because week 1 you're wrapping up karmic situations. Doesn't mean you won't see your kids. It doesn't mean that your kids won't be happy. It's just, it's a wrap. The marriage is over. It's a given. The Death card and the Ten of Swords, there's no going back. It's over. It's karmically over. Especially with the wheel that was just right there. Okay? It's time for a whole new life. And it will benefit your children. Okay? So, and if that person doesn't have kids, it's just it will benefit this, you guys, whatever you and this new connection is, will probably have children. You'll probably have a family. You know, this could be your future husband, your future wife. For those who are not dealing with the current scenario that was just clear as day on my board. Okay? So this needs to be wrapped up mentally, physically, paperwork, however it is with you in your head. You need to take control over your life again. You got to put an effort into this Queen of Wands energy. You got feelings for her. Okay? Best advice. And then you got passion. Your best advice. Passion. Allow your heart and your soul to be in this. Okay? You got to release your ex. Got to release the past. You got 2 cards of releasing your past. You have somebody new. This woman represents passion, life force. It's an incredible combo. Okay? There's that. Let's go to week 3. So that's all about the masculine, and we were just stepping into Virgo. Okay, so with that Virgo read, the compassion, but that's this week. So it's like really letting your guard down and letting that compassion, like, because this energy, that's not easy energy, and you're experiencing that with someone else. It's like the feminine's really letting go of past karma, cycles, everything. But so isn't he. So isn't he, but on a whole nother level. You know? So I guess if you're feminine dealing with this energy of the masculine going through this right now, you know, just hang in there. Don't give up with the 5 of Swords being there. I said best advice for the feminine, so I think this is for the Empress, not even for the Queen of Wands. So some of my women are going through a breakup right now. You have children, father of your kids, or you already broke up, you're separated, but you still have children. Okay, and it's like your love life is being affected because of the kids, and not in a bad way. It's because you and her haven't completely separated. I mean, you might be separated, but like it's a wrap. It's already a wrap. Karmically, with planets, it's a wrap. There's no going back. Okay, so I don't know if you guys spend a lot of time together and you do it for the children's sake, but it's a wrap. Okay, time apart from your partner or whoever that person was, wife, looks like a wife with the Empress and the Emperor, and you guys have children. It's you got to separate that. You can always play parents and still get together and do stuff with your children, yes. But there's something going on where it's not officially wrapped up with something, and it needs to. You need to end the cycle. You can't hold on to it anymore. It's time to end the cycle. So So I got women here, you know, where it's this, like I said, it's the end of this. And it's time for you. I think you're so concerned about the children. I went through all that too. But I can see now that I've been through it that my next cycle is going to be so beneficial for them. So somebody else has to realize it too. If someone's about to go through the same thing I think somebody else already went through, you're both wrapping up stuff differently. So lean on each other. Make an effort. So the best advice for the Queen of Wands. So there could have been an affair, considering the Empress with the Queen of Wands, and if it's not an affair, somebody might look at it like one, or nah, I don't really see it like that either. It's just she's been in the picture. There's something like that. Okay. So, and you got the Passion card, and self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So basically, confidence is needed on your half this week when it comes to this energy, because it's a lot that somebody else is going through. I wonder if it has to do with just very understanding, so it's not the attentiveness. But again, they keep telling the woman to open her heart, you know, so it's a massive new cycle, guys. That is for sure. All right, that was a given. Walking away from a job, family, that was like to a T. There was no mistaken with that one. So if you're the woman or the masculine, because I was like masculine energy, but my women are going through that too, because it gave you the advice. You know, it's like separate yourself a little bit more. It's always nice to do family stuff, especially when you can have that connection with an ex, you know, but sometimes it's not possible and other times it is. But at the same time, it's basically saying there needs to be some less situation. And you could be dealing with week 3, a lawyer, because this is a man in uniform with justice there, or it's time to start talking about what needs to be wrapped up. So let's jump into week 3, which would be anywhere from June 6th to the 7th. Week 3. The masculine was coming in Aries, Aquarius. Aries was bittersweet. I'm telling you, that video right there that was bittersweet on my Patreon and that page was all about ending some type of family dynamic like that. Whether it was a job, person, place, or thing, like that was to a T. I'm just trying to figure out why is that week 2, but it was week 1 for me on Patreon. See what I'm saying? I don't think it's a big deal, but so basically I might be a week ahead in my own energy on Patreon, which would be beneficial for YouTube because I already see it coming. All right, I guess that makes sense. Because that was all that occurred right there was happening this week too. But here it's happening week 2. But on Patreon it was happening week 1. So it's like you're being prepared. Anyone pick up on that yet besides me? So obviously when I do the extended, we're gonna get a lot more too. I will offer the extended on YouTube too. I'll let you guys know when it's ready. But I just picked up on that, so. But I also feel like last week was on point. So maybe this week someone's having realizations of something that really needs to happen or something that really needs to go down in order for something else to actually go down. I don't see pressure from the woman or the man. I think it's just an inner knowing, you know? So what are we, an hour and a half now? Thank you for all your little timestamps, guys. I so appreciate it. It's huge, especially for those who don't like hearing me talk. But you should always hear me talk. I always have something important to say. Always. But some people like to just get right to the read, which is fine too. Whatever floats your boats. Whatever floats your boats, my little Troopa Loopas. I know a lot of you love hearing me talk. I could just talk and not even read. It's like, that's because we became family, guys. That's why. That's why. I came on here for my newbies 2.5 years ago. I was a mess. I was a straight up mess. It kept me alive. Not like I was gonna take my life, right? Not like that. But a mess. And I'm happy and proud. And I don't want to get emotional. Right? So there's no looking back like that. It's nice to look back and see where you've gotten. Right? But don't take that into your future. Take it into your future in a whole different way. You know? So we're pretty blessed to have each other. We really are. And for those who are new, we're still blessed to continue the journey together. I'm telling you, we lucked out. We lucked out having each other. We lucked out to have each other. So week 3. Week 3. I want scotch, I want bourbon, I want beer. All right, you got the golden Atlantic dragon, and now you got the golden solar dragon. See, you guys, it's like, yeah, it's like week 1, week 2, it all meshed like that too, right? So this is like an awakening, coming back to like knowledge. It's like, whoa, could be like epiphany, like, whoa, okay. But this also helps you stand in your masculine power. And I knew that masculine energy was coming, but there's something with your DNA here, right? So can it be like a reprogramming? Possibly. Because this is let your DNA be reprogrammed and light codes activated. It's a big deal. And then you're going to become an inspired leader. Oh, I hope this is for me. Am I going to have more power week 3? Am I going to be more powerful? Are we all? I hope so. 1 scotch, 1 bourbon, 1 beer. All right. I think I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. I'm so sorry. I don't want to, I know the feeling's coming, so I don't want to have to do that during week 3. I'm going to take you with me. Well, I'm going to pop off real quick and reply to a text. So it's not buffering. Again, we are not buffering. Okay. No bathroom thoughts. I was texting my daughter and someone else. Sorry. No bathroom thoughts. All right. Golden Atlantic Dragon and the Golden Solar Dragon. All right. So definitely, it's powerful. Okay. Spiritually wise, planetorial wise, karma wise, destiny wise. Because that would be coming into like the full moon, right? Too. So that can occur. Can be talked about, discussed. Okay, so week 3. Gemini, new moon, week 3. We had this last week or the week before too, reclaiming that whole mastery, the knowledge, the gifts, the talents. So it's inspirational energy, which is ironic because in one of my reads, I did an inspirational week. So it's happening. Unrequited love. So basically that's saying a lot of people will read this, and I read my cards the way I read them, right? Everybody knows that. Most readers will be like, oh, it's not enough love. No, it's not that. Well, it's not that. It's because this is not enough attraction or love, but it's not to keep a relationship. So it's either what's going on in week 2, okay, which could be a thing. I have to clarify and see what else comes out. But that's not what that is. It's more, well, because of week 2, I don't know, so I'm not even gonna go there yet. Week 3, new moon. Very soon. Clearly decide what it wants so it comes to you. So yeah, we're lingering into full moon energy in week 2. Love yourself first. God damn. All right. And pay attention to red flags. Holy shit. Why it gotta be so complicated? This is like, motherfucker. Okay? This is like, fuck. Fuck this, fuck that, fuck no, fuck you. Great. So let me read the beneficial side of this. And there's something in your life, it's not there anymore. You gotta accept what's going on in week 2. Clearly decide what you want, because it's gonna stop a new connection if you don't. And love yourself enough to feel romantically attracted to somebody else, to be okay with what happens in week 3. And pay attention to these signs, okay? So there's also something telling you with week 2 is not good. You know, this is hold on energy. Someone's been holding on. But it's like, nope, this freaking cycle needs to end. And this is right around the full moon energy too. So it's like, let's do this, Brutus. You're being guided. Unrequited love. It's like back to the basics, simple. I'm going to keep this week 3 real simple, because energy shifts all the time, and we're going to be going into the full moon, and we can talk about this during the week. Okay, so you got a second chance, a second opportunity, or it's time to like move forward. Yeah, see, it's like it's letting go of something and having a second opportunity with something else, but you got to let your guard down. Okay, you need to invest elsewhere. Stop blocking it. You are good enough. Tell me about very soon. This decision should have already been made. So week 2 is it's a little bit of a setback. Okay, clearly decide. Like I said, she came in week 2. She's awfully confident though. Okay, so it might be the feminine that's like, okay, now that the masculine's really ending something here, you know, it's time for me to pull my shit together and clearly decide. So the feminine, like for like week 2 is gonna affect you if it's like, if you need the confidence for week 3. Tell me love yourself first. So basically this is, you gotta put more effort into you, how you feel, what you see, your own energy, protecting your energy, taking care of your energy, putting up a bubble if the bubble needs to be there. All right, so use your intuition when it comes to this connection. You have a sacred connection with someone. This energy is watching you too. So self-respect makes you more attractive. That's you standing in your morals. Okay, what's important to you, not backing down, having the backbone. It's your morals. So I don't know if you're too much for someone, or not, if it's you could be intimidating somebody. You're super independent. You're independent, you make really good money, you're feeling yourself. That's a card of security. Okay, you're using your intuition. There's destiny at play when it comes to this connection. So that's somebody who's confident and has self-respect. So don't forget you carry that, okay? But this is morals too. Yeah, to it with morals, you know. No, I won't back down. It's not way of the highway. It's this, all this energy needs to compromise. Tell me, pay attention to red flags. So it's a new contract here too with the Three of Pentacles. What else? I don't see a third person. It's just whatever's going on. It's a new contract. It's like, see it, opportunities. Yeah, so it's like confusion. Someone's leaving somebody out of an equation, a contract. So you gotta be positive here. Son of a Biska. This is a week of release. Something from the past is over. It's not being resurrected. When it comes to whatever's going on in week 2. Marriage or relationship, all that. There's no resurrecting it. You got somebody else here. She's independent, she's confident, she's intuitive, she could be psychic, she could be spiritual. And there's a beautiful connection here. So, and now towards the end of the week, we have confusion and feeling left out, you know, so I think it's her that's to see something here. So the masculine must not be expressing the way they should be. Which is not like, you really don't need to worry about it. Just think about what the masculine went through in week 2. Okay, so if this energy is, you know, blocking you, I don't think they're really blocking you. I think you guys would still be yippity yappeting. I think it's more like you can feel it. So this other energy might come at you and say, look, I really ended this. Like, it's really over. Like, how do you want to proceed? Their energy is really going to affect you. So be careful there, because I said right off the rip, this is a week of, you know, reclaiming your mastery, staying strong. You know, still inspiring other people around you, being positive. Stuff's being activated. Like, it's okay. This is karmic over here too. Okay, so if there's lack of money happening, if there's like loneliness, it's like you're just confused. It's karmically, this is when karmically you need to let something go. A lot of things come at you. Feeling lonely, miserable, feeling left out in the cold, feeling like someone ghosted you, crickets, however. Everything will crash if you don't pick yourself up. So it's really up to you on how you perceive and flow with week 3. Because this is like, maybe I just, you know, walk away. But don't do that. There's like little mini breakthroughs. So yeah, you might want to walk away from the Emperor. Or this is them feeling lonely. Well, again, because you're walking away. Or this is them not paying attention to intuition. Or this is my feminine being like, fuck this, you know? Like, it's like you're worn out from week 2. Sorry, troops. It's you got to push through a lot here. It's almost like you're not feeling something from them. And so it's like you go right back to being guarded. And it's like, man, I opened myself up, I forgave, or I gave it a second chance. And then it's like, you're not feeling it from this energy. But remember, this energy's got a lot going on in week 2. Compassion is needed, guys. Like, they're leaving and wrapping up a final scenario. So are you, but 2 totally different ends of the spectrum here. Your wrap up is different than their wrap up. You have to have patience with this energy. More compassion. Use your intuition here. There's an opportunity here. To the woman, it's like, when she comes out as the Fool, this is somebody who takes risk. It's taking a leap of faith. It's a risk. It's risky. And you're like, it looks like you're talking to somebody who's wrapping up a marriage or a relationship. So it's like they're fresh out of something, or they've already been separated because that card was there, but now it's really time to separate. It's really time to put the paperwork into play. If paperwork is needed, that type of stuff. Or at least consider it, talk about it, move forward. Because there's another energy here to help you move forward too, and vice versa. You were brought together. So karmically, teamwork is needed. And instead of pushing this energy away, you need to compromise. Okay, so I don't know if week 2, this energy is going to shut you down a little bit. And then from there, it's like you get awfully defensive. But you really got to remember what's going down. Don't just say, fuck it, I'm done. Because you're pretty powerful. The feminine, week 3, is pretty powerful. And the masculine is kind of not feeling that powerful. They are powerful, but they also know they're at the crossroads here with the Fool and the Emperor. All right, there's the new love in town. But there's something that needs to be wrapped up. Okay, so remember that. It's not negative, it's just talk about it. Okay. All right, y'all. I love you. It's not this. It's the right time. It's always the right time to experiencing everything you experience. Always the right time. Everything happens at the right time for a reason. Whether this doesn't look like a breakup or it's supporting each other. It's compromising. It's talking about it. You know? It really bothers me when people are like, oh, it's not the right time. That's such bullshit. Everything happens at the right time. It's just some people don't stay on course. Some people are uncomfortable and don't want to proceed. Or, you know, and they use that as an excuse. No, it's always the right time. When it comes at you, that's it. You either push through or you don't. Majority of the time, you're pushing through and they're not, or vice versa. But it's important that you guys are on the same page here. And yeah, is it a week where they need to really figure out their own stuff and vice versa, like the woman's week 1? Yeah, but you have each other, right? Or whatever's happening. So it's really how you allow it to play out. If you're going to let it get the best of you, then so be it. That's like running, you know? That's like running from a situation versus facing it. Don't do that. Because you're already seeing something. So be brave, be strong. See something through. New chapters are not easy. Wrapping up old karmic cycles too, not easy. Have patience with each other. That's why that patience is there. It's not run, or it's not time, or do I question this? Nah. It's have patience on each other. have patience with this, with what happens next. Stuff's not overnight. It's going to take time, especially if someone's getting a divorce. That's months of paperwork and that type of energy. And then you get that paper when it's final, and it's bittersweet energy, you know, but life goes on, time moves forward. You get through it the best way you can. You know, I remember getting that paperwork in the mail. It was bittersweet. It was happy, but at the same time, it was like, wow, 25 years flashed in front of my face. But now look at me. And the beautiful thing is somebody has someone destined that came into their life to push through, because it's already dead and gone anyway. It's stuff that's lingering that needs to be wrapped up. And the universe is showing you, look, there is happiness out there. There is happiness in other situations. There is completion. There is contentment. There is new room for new. There is yada yada. Okay? Remember that. I love you guys. And I'll see you. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay? I love you. I missed you guys. I'm glad you had a good weekend. Love you too. Bye.